Hi, everybody. We're going to read this book, The Animals Who Changed Their Colors by Pascal Alamand. I wonder what colors they're going to change to. Let's find out. Oh, it looks like maybe the polar bear is going to change to green. We got a hint on this page. Okay, let's read and find out. A little bear lived on an iceberg. One day he saw a big rainbow in the sky. He thought what fun it would be if he could change his white coat into a colored one. So he got inspired, right? Because he saw this beautiful rainbow with all these colors. He spoke to his friend the whale. She said she would like to change her color too. They decided to visit the land where the animals have bright coats to find out how they got them. So they get an idea to go on an adventure, right? To visit the lands where the animals have bright coats. I wonder where that's going to be. So they left the iceberg, and when the sun began to feel hot, they traveled by night. So now they're traveling at night. It must be hot during the day. They landed on a pretty little beach. A big tortoise came along, and the little bear and the whale told her about their journey. The tortoise asked if she could go with them. She wanted to find herself a nicer color too. I wonder what she thinks is nicer than green. I guess the turtle thinks that she doesn't like the green so much of her shell. So they all three traveled on together. They left the sea and went up a big river. Sometimes it got very narrow. Tall trees spread their branches over the water. The whale could only just squeeze through. Look at all these colors. So many more colors than the iceberg, right? We've got green, orange, blue, brown. Very beautiful. They met two crocodiles. Their big teeth made the little bear rather nervous, so he stayed on the whale's back to talk to them. The crocodiles said they were tired of being gray, and they asked to go along as well. What shapes would you say these are like? I sort of see this as like a triangle shape, right? These have triangle shapes here, a lot of triangles, long triangle and then squares here. And here I would say this is more round, like a circle, yeah? Circle, circle. You can sort of see circles, kind of little circle ears, right? Just thinking in case we're going to draw some later, because we're going to draw animals later, so we might want to think about the shapes. Then the animals met a superb parrot. They asked him what he did to be so beautiful. He said he had done nothing at all. He had been born with colors that matched the bright flowers of the jungle. Some very bright colors, right? Red, yellow, blue. The next day, the whale went off on her own. She found a pond full of red mud and rolled in it till she was all red. And when she got back to her friends, they admired her and asked how she had done it. She told them. Little Bear rubbed himself with leaves from a bush till he was green. The crocodiles rolled in some blue flowers, and soon they were quite blue. So there you go. Did you know that you could do that? Well, I don't know if the bear could do that in real life, but you can use green from leaves to color paper. Sometimes if you bang on a leaf with a rock on a piece of paper, it can make green. And look, they're using blue. They're rolling in the flowers. The tortoise found some pretty orange mushrooms as he could not turn over onto her back. As she could not turn over onto her back, her friends rubbed her shell with mushrooms. So there they all are helping. Now the whale is red, the bear is green, the crocodiles are blue, the turtle is turning orange. Very proud of their bright new colors, the animals began their journey home. When they met the parrot again, she told them they were silly to have changed their colors. His colors helped him hide from danger among the bright jungle flowers. He wanted to know where a red whale, a green bear, orange tortoise, and 2 blue crocodiles would hide when they are back in their homes. That's an interesting thought. So look at that. So the polar bear, it's hard to see him right now because he's in the green grass, but when he's back on the iceberg, he'll stand out, right? And the turtle, when she's back in her grassy home, she'll stand out because she's orange now. And the whale will stand out because she's red. And the crocodiles will stand out because they are blue. And so that's not so easy to hide, right? If there are animals that need to hide from other animals, it's not going to be easy to hide with those bright colors. Sometimes you want to hide and sometimes you want to stand out, right? Animals too. When they had thought about it, the bear, the whale, and the tortoise and the crocodiles agreed that the parrot was right. So they decided to clean themselves in the river. So then they thought, wait a minute, well, maybe we do want a place to hide. So they got all cleaned off. The little bear and the whale said goodbye to the crocodiles and the tortoise, and they headed back to their icebergs. Back at home, the little bear sometimes looks at himself in the water and wonders why he ever wanted to change his beautiful coat. There he is. I'm curious about that, right? And sometimes people do want to change and they don't want to change back. But animals are different too, probably, right? Some people do make a change and want to change. It's interesting. Okay, the animals who changed their colors. That's the story about those animals. And now we're going to look at a way to make a collage about animals. So I have this picture from a magazine that I tore from a magazine. It has sort of a nature things on it, a tree and some leaves. I kind of wanted my picture to go sideways, so I think I'm going to do it sideways, even though I think the tree goes up and down. Then I have this little other pieces of magazine, and I think I'm going to tear out some pieces so to make my animals. You can think about different shapes that you want your animals to be, right? So a lot of animals are round. So you could make a round shape, and that can be the body. Maybe you have an idea in your head, maybe not. You can make a round shape for the head, right? So you might have an idea. You might think, I want to make a bear. So the bear has a round body and a round head. And remember, we were looking at that book and it had round ears too. 1, 2. And how many legs does a bear have? Do you remember? Does it have 1 leg? It has more than 1, right? 2. Let's see. 3. 4 legs for our bear. I think I'll make my bear like that. So I'm going to glue my bear down with some glue stick. I think my bear is going to stay in the jungle, maybe. My bear wants to be a green color, maybe, in the jungle. It made sense that that bear wanted to go, if that bear wanted to go home back to the cold snowy icebergs, it's very good for the polar bear to stay with his white coat because he can hide in the snow. Maybe this bear is going to want to hide in the jungle. But to think about it, do you want your animal to hide in the jungle or stand out? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 legs, little bear. And if you want your animal to blend in, I think I do, then I'm going to color it. And there's my bear blending in like in the book. Maybe I'll draw some eyes on it. Let's see. How many eyes does a bear have? 1, 2. And a nose. And a little mouth. There's my bear. Do you want to make a bear's friend, or maybe you'll make a parrot? You decide what you want to make. And this is kind of the shape of a parrot, actually. I'm going to try that. A little parrot shape. Right, had a long body and a tail. And the parrot was what colors? Do you remember? It was red, yellow, blue. Red, 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 red. Yellow. Blue. Birdie. And it has eyes and a beak. A triangle beak, right? A parrot and a bear. Just like in our story. Okay. Well, that's my idea for today. Your collage. Hope you have fun. Enjoy the rest of your day. Happy art making. Bye-bye.